Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of Fpl Yathu. Here with me, your boy, Zoitin Nizande. And today, for the first time, we have a virtual guest. Um, he's probably the first guy in our group, so we want to hear some insights from him. So I'm gonna let the guy introduce himself. Bro, introduce yourself, man. What's your name?
Hi, bro. Hi, bro. My name is still Malaysia. I've been playing FPL. I think this is my third season.
Alright.
So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And what's the name of your team?
My team is named Club Committee.
What's the idea behind the name Club Chombeti?
The idea behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be a fan of Prison Break. So there's a guy named Teabag, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah. For a while, I used to be called Teabag, but then later, my cousins started calling me Trombeti. So yeah, from there, I just thought I should name my team Club Trombeti when I started playing FPL.
All right, nice, bro. Okay, so I like the way you took the season, bro. Like you took it out of storm because when we were starting, I mean, your team was nowhere to be seen. But then, like going towards like the end of the first half of the season, you just like boomed like out of nowhere, bro. Like how do you plan your strategy? Because I remember last time you texted me, you're like, bro, how are people getting these points? And then out of nowhere, you're now first place. How do you do it?
I mean, with FPL, there's no actual formula, you know what I'm saying? But then I think it was form over feeling. So yeah, I just started going for players that are like performing and some who are outperforming. I mean, FPL most of the times it's just luck, you know. But this season, I feel like captaincy has been a difficult thing to like get steady as in choosing the perfect captain. But I just feel like choosing a lot of players that are in good form, you know. I mean, Sunderland has been outperforming.
Yeah,
but I didn't have any sort of players. I think that's why in the first few weeks I was having troubles. I didn't have Arsenal defenders. That's why I was struggling. But then when I just saw that I should just go with teams that are performing well, like Arsenal, you know, Man City.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. Because I was stuck with choosing players like from the previous season, you know, the Salahs.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, we thought that they'll perform this season with the prices and all.
Exactly. And people like Van Dijk were not performing at the back. He didn't really get any clean sheets from Liverpool, you know. So once I just saw that I should just go with the form, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's when things started working for me.
All right, sharp. Okay, so in the first part of the program, we usually we're going to look at 5 player picks that you feel like people should buy going into game week 26 and so on. Which 5 players? It doesn't matter if it's a striker, a defender, a goalkeeper, but then which 5 key players do you think are instrumental in boosting people's teams as we go forward?
Alright, bro. I mean, you have the basics. I think having Gabriel is like a must now because of the effective ownership. Yeah. But right now, I feel like having Mark Gahey at Man City, I think he's gonna do wonders because I can see the list in the 2 game weeks. They have Fulham, Newcastle, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, West Ham. I feel like they can come up with a couple clean sheets. So I think my first pick would be Mark Gahey.
All right.
And then, yeah, Gabriel is a must.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel Munoz from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Those are like old defenders. But then for like people in midfield, I think we can go for Palmer right now. Of course, we still don't know his minutes, but then it seems like he's starting to catch his form.
Yeah, he's bringing
So
in the
if people are
points. Yeah.
considering a midfielder, yeah, you can go for Palmer.
Okay.
That's like 3, right?
Yeah.
My fourth pick, I think going with some people from Aston Villa. Villa have some good fixtures coming up. So your Morgan Rogers over there. I'm not sure about Tammy Abraham, but then I think Morgan Rogers can
Okay.
do
Yeah.
some wonders in the upcoming game weeks.
And he's been
And
in
my
good form.
last pick,
He's been in good form. Morgan
yeah,
Rogers has been in good form.
he's been steady. My last pick, I think it's gonna be a player from Bournemouth. You can either go with the defender, this guy Hill. I think he's like 3.9. You can actually get a lot of value for him. I know I've mentioned a lot of defenders, but then I just feel like that's where the points are right now, because a lot of people are performing themselves.
Yeah,
But
true.
for Bournemouth, you can go for Hill. Midfield is a bit tough, but I don't think Evan Nielsen is worth it right now. He's really underperforming. You can go for Krupi.
Yeah, Groupie
Yeah,
has
I
also
think,
been like performing in some games, even though he's not consistent. But then I think it's a guy to look
yeah,
for, right? Look out for. Maybe you can put him on your watch list.
yeah, yeah. I think people can put him on their watch list. So yeah, those are the picks that I would say.
All right. On the second thing on our program, we're going to like pick a team that's that you're going to like field in game week 26. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
your exact team, but then just give us a starting 11 that you feel like is going to like maybe score 100 points above or maybe 80 points above in game week 26. And you should keep in mind that in game week 26 we have like a double game week for Arsenal and Wolves, right? So
Yeah.
just keep that question in mind. Like, should people really stress on getting Arsenal players and Wolves players, or maybe just let this game week 26 double game week slide? So you can either choose which question to answer first.
Um, I think when it comes to double game weeks, if you want to be a top manager, you don't have to let it slide. So the perfect strategy would be having, a lot of players in that double game week. Only that with Wolves,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people want to have Wolves players, with how they've been performing. But I've seen some managers, they have the cheap striker, Matthias Mane.
Yeah, man, yeah. Very
So,
good form.
yeah. With Arsenal, for me, I just feel like going big at the back. I don't actually see midfielders that are going to outperform themselves. Maybe Rice might do something, but then yeah, some two defenders in Raya, I think that can do you good. You never know, they
Okay.
can keep a clean sheet or
Yeah.
two. Especially the Wolves team, I feel they're gonna keep a clean sheet. But then for Brentford, they might concede because Brentford is in hot fire right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So should I move on to the team I feel can do good?
Yeah. You can move on to that. You can move on to that.
Okay. So we're going
We start
Raya
with
on goal.
we starting with goalkeeper. Yeah. Ryan goes.
Yeah, Raya on goal. So you have Tarkovsky, Diogo Dallo, Gabriel. But then if you don't have a second Arsenal defender, you can replace Tarkovsky with like Timber or Dallo with Timber. So you can have Raya, Timber, Dallo, and Gabriel at the back. So that's three for Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So in midfield, coming up with Bruno Fernandes,
He's the
Enzo.
top player so far right now, Bruno Fernandes. He's performing really well.
uh, he's performing really well.
Yeah.
With Mbermo
Okay.
and yeah, and Rogers.
So you're going with 4 midfielders and 3 defenders.
Yeah, yeah. So 4 midfielders, 3 defenders, and that gives you another 3 strikers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up top, I'm gonna go with Matthias Mane, Haaland, and I don't want to say Van Nelson.
Okay.
Let me see my last striker. Maybe we can go with Van Nelson or Krupi. Either one of those two. But then
or Krupi.
Bournemouth are gonna do good at you. So I just have that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I've seen that you haven't let me say picked much players from maybe Wolves than you've picked from Arsenal. Is it cause maybe you're like trying to play it safe? Cause I've seen like there's some Wolves assets that are like actually bringing in points. We look at um Adam. Adam scored, assisted in the last game. We look at the other striker. I've just forgotten his name. He's also in good form, and
Yeah.
I have a feeling that maybe one of the wing backs, the likes of Masquera or maybe I don't know Bueno might actually like bring points. It's a double game week, mind you, bro. Why haven't you picked many Wolves assets? Is it because they're not performing?
Number one, they're not performing. Number two, the second game they're playing against in the double game week is Arsenal. Arsenal is good at the back. Most likely, they're not going to score and they're going to concede a lot. If you're having defenders and Arsenal locks them out at the back, and then, for example, if they score like 4 goals, your defender is cooked right there. He's not going to have a lot of points. And same thing with Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, they turn up one day, they don't the next day. They might lose both games. But then with Matthias Mann as a striker, how he's been playing, he has those moments where he can outperform himself, you know?
Yeah.
If, for example, Nottingham Forest are sleeping at the back. But the whole reason to not include a lot of players is because with FPL, you have to think about the bigger picture, you know? So next game, after the double game week, they play Crystal Palace in 27. They play Aston Villa in 28. That's not a great game for them. Then they play Liverpool in 29. That's not a great game. Then they play Brentford in 30. That's not a great game. So if you have a lot of assets from Wolves and they're not performing, which clearly this season they haven't, you're just giving yourself a bigger headache, you know?
Yeah, true.
And like 32, I think 32 is like what? Is it a double game? No, 33 is the double game.
Yeah,
most likely.
Yeah, there must be a double game.
And 34.
Yeah,
and 34 is a blank. So thinking about the bigger picture, you're just wasting a lot of space with those players if you include Wolves, you know. If they don't perform, that's just you wasting transfers to bring other players in. When you could save those transfers and then find out reinforcements.
Now, all right. So going to our last question. Who are you going to captain this game week? I want you to give us 3 options, and out of those 3 options, you give me your top pick.
So the captains I'm considering: number one, Gabriel from Arsenal, the defender. Number two, Bruno Fernandes, and number three, Haaland. So third would be Haaland, second would be Bruno, and first would be Gabriel because of the double game.
All right. Yeah, that actually makes sense because people might go for Haaland or Bruno. Okay, especially Bruno, looking at form. But then keeping in mind that there's a double game week, I think it's really smart to captain Arsenal player.
Yeah.
Nah, all right. Thank you for coming on the show. I don't know if you have anything else to say as first place guy in FPO. Do you think you're going to win it?
Nah, but I can't talk about that. You never know with these things. You never know with these things. But then let's just keep going, man, and let's just play some FPL.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel the pressure? Max. Max in the group is now second place, and he's now like catching up to you. How's the pressure like? Cause I know with me maybe I'm like dropping points instead of gaining points. I'm dropping points, but then Max is like now giving you pressure. How do you feel about that?
I don't really think I'm feeling the pressure. I can't say that I'm feeling the pressure, and that's not me trying to sound cocky or anything. But when I'm playing FPL, I'm always looking at a lot of other top players. So I feel like I'm still behind, even though I'm first in Fpl Yathu. Yeah. But I'm still behind when I look at my overall rank. So I still feel like I'm losing because when I'm playing FPL, I want to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So true. I feel like I'm losing regardless.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on the show, and I wish you all the best in the next game week and upcoming game weeks.
Yeah, man. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Shout out. All right, so that was Lonje from our FPO Yathu group. He's actually first place in the group. So that was some insights we got from him. He picked the team for us. He picked player picks for us. He also picked captains for us going into game week 26. He also explained on how you can buy assets in game week 26, which is going to help a lot of people. Despite that, he also told us how he feels being on top. He says he doesn't feel the pressure, but then he doesn't want to sound cocky. But then that's what he says. So Max and second place TTY, if you're hearing this, that's what first place has to say, and every group member. Besides that, we should finish the program by looking at the Premier League matches that are coming in the next game week. So the games start on Tuesday. We have games inside the week. So the first game is going to be Chelsea versus Leeds. After Chelsea versus Leeds, we're going to have Everton versus Bournemouth, and then we're going to have Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle. After Tottenham Hotspur Newcastle, we're going to have West Ham United versus Manchester United. And going into Wednesday, we'll have Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton, and then we're going to have Aston Villa versus Brighton. And then we're going to have Crystal Palace versus Burnley, and then the last game is going to be Manchester City versus Fulham. The last game will be Sunderland versus Liverpool on Wednesday. And going into Thursday, we're going to have Arsenal versus Brentford. And mind you, we have a double game week for fantasy people. So our last game in our double game week is going to be Wolverhampton versus Arsenal. So this is all we had for you at Fpl Yathu this week. Last week we're not in studio because I wasn't around, but now we're back in studio, and this was our first episode featuring a virtual guest. So see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you got all the tips. Remember, it's a double game week coming up. One time.